Hello and welcome back to another session at the dojo here. Elemental Fusion, Yoga and Flow with Luke. So today we're going to be doing a shoulder opening sequence. This is just a short one, but it's also very powerful to strengthen the shoulders and also just open up a little bit of range of movement. I find I get quite tight through the shoulders quite often. I do a lot of handstands and things like this, and just general day-to-day life. My shoulders need a lot of maintenance, so I think this is going to be a really good one for a lot of people. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and let's just get right into it. So let's start in a child's pose. So coming with your knees first on the mat, opening up the knees, and we're going to just drop the chest down to the floor and extend the arms out in front of us. This is a great place to start, to just tune in to the breath for a moment. Sitting the bum down towards the feet. And if you aren't able to reach your bum to the feet, you can also open the feet up a little bit wider or open the knees, just adjusting the legs to whatever you feel is a little bit more comfortable for you in the starting position. And while we're here, let's take some nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose and exhale with some sound. Deep breath through the nose, down into the belly. And exhale it out. Gently, we're going to just walk the hands forwards a little bit, looking towards the fingertips. We're going to gently, slowly, just walk the hands over to the right side. Should feel a nice stretch up the side body, also an opening here through the shoulders on the left side. And just walking the hands over to the opposite side. And back to center. From here, we're going to rock forwards up onto our hands and knees as if you're doing a cat-cow position. From here, we're going to walk the hands out all the way as far as we can go, keeping the knees underneath the hips and just dropping now the chest to the floor. So this can also be up on your fingertips. You can bring your forehead to the floor or your chin. And taking some nice deep breaths here, feeling into the shoulders, feeling the opening starting already. And from here, we're going to lift up and then slowly bring the chest back down. We're going to do this a few times, so lifting up on the inhale, exhale, come down. Inhale, come up. So as I'm coming up, I'm pushing my hands into the floor and I'm lifting the chest just slightly, and then as I exhale, come down, bring the chest back down. Exhale down. And slowly walk the hands underneath the shoulders. For here, we're just going to circulate the shoulders across the top of the wrists, just to warm up the wrists a little bit here as well, and also bring a bit of movement into the arms. Go both directions. While I'm doing this, I'm pushing the four corners of my palms into the floor. Feeling into sensation in the wrists as you bring a little bit of more fluidity in the ciliary movements. And we'll stop with our hands underneath our shoulders, knees underneath the hips. From here, I'm going to extend my left arm out to the front of the mat. I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to thread it underneath and then slowly drop down. Front view looks like this. While I'm doing this, my shoulder I'm trying to bring underneath my chin here, and I'm just letting the weight of my body just gently just fall on top of that arm. So I'm getting a nice stretch all the way through the side of the arm here into the shoulder. And it's just the weight of my body that's just massaging by letting the weight sink down on that arm. Opening up. Switch sides. Right hand goes out in front. Left hand threads underneath. Dropping down. While I'm doing this, my knees are still underneath my hips. And unthreading that arm, coming back up, rocking onto the knees. From here, opening up the arms. Big inhale. Exhale, push the hands forwards and curve into the back. So you got this kind of sensation going on here. Inhale, we bring up, open up the arms, really like eagle arms, really contract the shoulder blades together. Big inhale, exhale. And as I'm pushing forwards, my arm is straight and it's like I'm grabbing a hold of like a flashlight or something and I'm pointing it forwards. So my whole arm is straight and I'm pushing out the air. Inhale, pull in, draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, push. Just a few more times. Inhale, pull back. You can open up the hands even. And exhale, push. Inhale, open up. This time, exhale, push the arms to the sky. Inhale, open up the arms. Into this position like we did before. Exhale, push towards the sky. Inhale, open up. As I'm opening up, I'm drawing the shoulder blades down my back. Exhale, push up. Inhale one more time, open up and hold. Hold, feel the contraction. And then now I'm going to exhale, bring the hands and the forearms together. Inhale, open up. Puff out that chest, open up the chest. So as I'm opening the chest, my shoulder blades are drawing together on my back. Exhale. Inhale, open up. Exhale, bring it forward. One more time. Inhale, open up the arms. Exhale, drop them. Nice. So from here, we're going to, again, roll forwards now onto our hands and knees. From here, walk the hands out like we did before, dropping that chest to the floor. This time we're going to come up onto the fingertips. Tops of my feet are pushed into the earth, and we're going to just little bounces now. So gently lifting up and down. So I'm inhaling as I'm coming up, exhale as I come down. One more time up, and then exhale. We come all the way down. Bring your head or your forehead to the your head or your chin to the floor, and just stay here for a few breaths. Maybe you have a little bit more range of movement. Maybe there's a bit more space in there. And then we're going to roll forwards onto our bellies now, coming into a Sphinx position. So here, elbows are underneath the shoulders, forearms and hands are pushed into the floor, tops of my feet pushed into the floor. I'm going to inhale, lift up at the head, lift up at the chest, and pull the earth towards myself. And exhale, stay here. Stay here for a few breaths. Again, my hands pushed into the earth, pulling that earth towards me. My chest is opening up. Should be some activation here in the lower back. This is just a nice little transitional pose before we go onto our bellies. And gently we come down. From here, I'm going to extend my right arm out to the side, push that palm into the floor, and then I'm going to roll across using this left leg to come over my body. So I'm twisting onto my arm here, using this left leg to shoot up to the sky, pushing that foot into the earth. My right hand pushed into the floor, and my head resting on the floor. You don't want to lift your neck or your head, just rest it on the floor. So this is option 1, to stay here. Breathe into that space in the shoulders, feel the opening. Option 2 is to take this left arm up into the sky and circulate that left arm up in the sky. Just hold that arm out nice and straight and circulate it. Can be nice and small circles or big, slow circles. Maybe there's a certain area that you feel extra juicy. You can just stay there. Maybe you want to bounce your arm from side to side. Try and just explore this space and what kind of sensation you're getting, but your main stretch should be coming through this right arm that's on the floor, through your shoulder blades, through your shoulder. It should be quite intense, but what you're doing is you're fatiguing the muscle, so it is going to relax and release while you're moving through that range of movement. And then slowly we're going to roll. So bringing the left arm down, rolling back onto our bellies, straightening ourselves back up. We're going to bring the hands a little bit wider than the mat, come up onto the fingertips, bending the elbows slightly, push those legs into the floor, so the tops of my feet pushed into the floor. I'm going to inhale, bring the head up, peel the chest open, big inhale, exhale, we stay here into our cobra. From here, we can just twist a little bit, bending the elbows. Maybe you want to duck and weave, or we just stay here for a few breaths, explore that space. While I'm doing this, I'm opening up through the chest, feeling also the back line of my body active, strong. And exhale, we come down. Inhale, we come up one more time. Peel that chest open. Looking slightly forwards here. We're not up with the neck, we're just gazing forwards. And slowly coming down. Beautiful. From here, hands underneath the shoulders, untuck the toes. We're going to come up through a push-up or cross your knees into a plank position. So here I'm pushing the earth away with my hands, my feet pushed into the earth, and my core is active here. So here, nice and strong. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Feel the shoulders, feel the arms, switched on and active. And breathing nice and deeply here. And slowly we're going to walk feet up towards the hands. If you have to bend at the knees, feel free to do so. Feet are going to come about hip distance apart. Then we're going to forward fold. So just release the hands and hang loose. Hang here for a moment. Take a hold of the opposite elbows with the hands. Sway around for a little bit. And then slowly we're going to roll up with the spinal roll, tucking the chin into the chest, release the arms to the floor. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, stretch those arms up towards the sky. Grab a hold of the fingers and just gentle back bend. Inhale, draw the elbows down, coming up straight. Exhale, push the hands up, back bend. Inhale, draw the elbows down. So here I'm really pulling down. There's a lot of pressure here, pulling the shoulder blades back and down while I'm coming here. So it's a big inhale. Exhale, we go up, back bend a little bit more. And then hands down to heart center. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Feel the energy flowing a little bit more freely. Shake out the arms. And we're going to do a forward fold variation now. So I'm going to take the hands, grip them together into a fist. From here, push that fist down to the earth. Active, push it down. Big inhale, and then exhale, folding forwards at the hips. And then as I'm doing this, I'm pulling that fist up and over towards the top end of the mat. If you have to bend your knees, bend your knees. This forward fold here is about the shoulders, not so much the hamstrings. So while I'm here, folding forward, I'm drawing that fist down to the floor. Inhale, roll up, release the hands. Swim the hands up to the sky, inhaling nice and tall. Exhale, drop them heavy. Inhale, swim the arms up. Exhale, drop them heavy. Inhale, swim the arms up, hold them up, stretch the arms up, stretch them up. Exhale, slowly down. Hands down to heart center. Take a deep breath. Exhale some sound. Inhale, deep breath. Bring the hands up to the sky, swim them open. Exhale, heavy. Inhale, arms open wide, looking to the sky. Exhale, drop them heavy. Nice. Take your legs a little bit wider. So wide-legged forward fold coming from here. You can gently bend the knees if you want to, up to you. We're going to take the same stance we did before, bring the hands behind the back, grasping them together in a fist, and slowly we're going to fold forwards at the hips, bringing that fist down towards the floor. And gently release the hands down. From here, take the hands, walk them over to your foot or your shin. And while we're doing this, we're just going to twist, we're going to pull. using the arms, bending. Walk them over to the opposite side. Take a hold of their foot, the shin, wherever you're at. Again, pulling, twisting, using your leg as a bit of a stretching post, seeing what it's like to extend one arm out a little bit further even. See what it's like. Just move around in this position. And slowly walk the hands back to the center. From here, jump the feet in, come down to a squat position. Nice. From here, arms up to the sky. Stretch your arms nice and tall. Close and open the hands. Keep it going. Stretch up the arms, stretch up the arms. Feel the activation. And release. Bring the hands to the floor. Jump or step yourself onto your knees now. From here, we're going to extend the arms out in front of us. Like again, we're holding something, we're pushing it. My arm is nice and straight and active. From here, while I'm doing this, I'm going to roll my shoulder back and around and forwards. So we're going to alternate. So it's like inhale and exhale. So inhale brings our shoulder blade back and up and over. Exhale, we drop it to the front. Inhale around. Inhale. So this might take a little bit of coordination to get this to alternate. So take your time with it. Again, my arm is straight. The movement is coming from the shoulder blade here. The shoulder is isolated. So it's inhale, pulling back and up and over. And then exhale, we drop it forwards. So it's making this nice big circular motion. And we're going to do it backwards now. So backwards, inhale, forwards. And then you should be able to eventually start to alternate like this, swimming. So we're not only strengthening, but we're stretching, fatiguing the muscles around the shoulders. So we're also releasing tension, tightness, but also at the same time building coordination. And as you can see, it can be just from the shoulders, or you can really start to rock the body from side to side. Give that a go. A few more breaths. Also, you can do both at the same time. This is a little bit of a different challenge. It might feel a bit weird. Maybe you've never done something like this before. That's why it's a nice test on the brain for a moment here. Starting to build coordination in the body while we're having this nice stretch. So both together looks like this. Whew. All right, it's quite tiring for the shoulders. That's exactly what we want though. So let's open up the arms now. Swing it out. Whew, that's quite intense actually for the shoulders. So yeah, maybe it's really intense if you've never done that before. It's a nice invitation to bring a new practice into your sequences. This is a great one that I use also for flow arts. Dancing, it brings coordination practice into the stretching practice. So it's always nice to create these little, these things in the mind that kind of trick you up a little bit. And I think that's a great thing to do in your practice to see if you can trick yourself a little bit here. So swinging the shoulders, up and back. Inhale up, exhale down. It's always good to work your breath into the movements. It enhances every experience. I'm always seeing how my inhale can expand and my exhale can bring more effectiveness into what I'm doing, more mindfulness. All right, just circulate the shoulders now, alternating or together, both directions. And big inhale, we're gonna bring the shoulders up like we're shrugging our shoulders. Exhale, drop them heavy. Big inhale up. Exhale, drop them heavy. Inhale, make a weird face as you do it. Drop them heavy. Nice. So, that's it. I think it's a nice one. It's not too long. It's nice to just open up the shoulders, try out some different exercises, go through these ones, take it a little bit longer with some of the things. Either way, find what works for you. There's going to be many more sequences that I'll bring in throughout the series that will also test the shoulder mobility, the brain a little bit more, bring in some variety, different variations with other poses. But yeah, I think this is a great one to start off on, to start to open up the shoulders more, which will then be very beneficial for all the other sequences that are to come. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you really like the classes so far, feel free to subscribe, send me a comment, say hello. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Much love.